very, very still. We're all just waiting, sort of with bated breath, as this lioness is frozen. There's one wildebeest watching her, has spotted her, but it is not sure what she is yet, so she has to stand very still until the wildebeest loses interest. See, she's inching forward. The wildebeest has turned its back. She's going to inch ever forward. The wind is perfect for her. It's blowing directly from the wildebeest and the zebra to where she is, so they will not smell her coming. We're going to keep at a bit of a distance. We don't want to interfere with this, considering we've seen her for the last few days without food. And so it'll be nice to see that she hunts successfully, if possible. Hi everyone, my name's Mike Anderson. Behind the camera is Gert. And as I said, you're joining us here at Pridelands Eco Trainings Conservancy, where we've got a really, really cool thing happening. I mean, we've seen her chasing things on this plains before, but never with such intensity. It's like she really wants this to be successful. I can see the wildebeest stepping up. She's just there above this little mound of earth on the left there. You can just see her watching, and the wildebeest knows there's something up. It's not sure. It's seen some movement, but it doesn't know exactly what's happening. Let's see if she can contain herself for a little bit longer for these wildebeest to lose interest. Chrissy, I agree. It's a great start to any day is when you've got wild animals, and an even better start when those animals are looking with this intensity to hunt or to chase. And we know this lioness, if it's Lagertha, she's been very good at looking after herself, although the distance is great. There's about 100 meters between her and the two groups of antelope, and so I don't think that she'll be able to make that hunt successfully from this distance. But if she is able to contain her excitement and hold out until these animals start to feed and move around again, she could get lucky. Every time that one wildebeest that's staring in her direction, every time it puts its head down and starts feeding, oh, that's an alarm call. Half-hearted, it's not sure what it's seen. The lioness just has to stay still. They don't have a great long-term memory, wildebeest, so in a few minutes, if it doesn't move, it might start feeding and forget about the lioness. You can see there's some youngsters there, which is almost certainly what this lioness will be after. The zebras are probably a bit too strong for a single lioness. She could certainly catch them, but it would be very, very dangerous for her. Better if she tried a wildebeest or one of their calves. She is standing dead still, so the zebras have no idea that she's there, and they're usually the most alert of all the antelopes, or of all the herbivores, I should say. It's not an antelope. It's one of the horse-like animals. But you see that one wildebeest starting to look around now. It's losing interest. The lioness stayed very, very still for long enough that maybe not. Maybe not. I just need these animals to go closer to one of the drainage lines there. You see where the vegetation is behind them? If they can move there, where she can take the thickets and get a bit closer to them, then she's got a good chance. But they've done well. The wind is blowing from those thickets to these wildebeest, and so they'll be able to smell her. Oh, yeah, she's going. Ah, she's trying, but she couldn't contain herself. She's jogging. Go for it. Oh, she's fast. She's fast, but the wildebeest are faster. Wow. Incredible. See, there's other vehicles here as well, but wow, that was amazing. She really tried to go for them. I don't think she's managed, or she certainly hasn't managed, but she's still watching. What I'm going to try and do is reposition ourselves so we can get a bit closer. How incredible was that? You can see she's just walking towards the wildebeest, who've all created a sort of united front there with the zebras. Oh, there they run off. So she's young and relatively inexperienced, this lion. She's been able to look after herself for the last year on her own. As you can see, she hasn't quite got the patience of an older, more experienced lioness. And right now she's just walking straight towards them, sort of hoping to start a panic, I think. in the hopes that maybe she causes these wildebeest to make a mistake, to stumble. Maybe one of the youngsters just turns the wrong way. If we just give her the edge she needs, because she is fast, not quite as fast as a wildebeest in full sprint, but she's going to the edge of where we can pan now. We're going to have to reposition. We'll do our best. I don't know how well we're going to be able to hold out with our signal the way it is. Sorry about those technical difficulties. I know that with all this wet weather, things are a bit tricky, but managed to find that lioness again. As you see, she's taking a bit of a rest, regrouping herself after a tough afternoon of unsuccessful hunting so far. She's got a nice spot there though, nice and open. It's on some sand that's well drained because absolutely everywhere else is underwater right now. And she's just going to take a moment to rest before trying again. All the wildebeest and impalas and the zebra are all back on Impala Plains, and they're all basically standing exactly where she was when we started the show. They were right by those rocks where she was hiding. So it just goes to show that, you know, patience is really key. It might have worked out if she just stayed there, that they would have ambled over to her. But it could also be that they moved there because she's now here on the opposite side. But one thing is not in doubt, she is keen to catch something for dinner, so chances are she'll try again a little bit later. It's amazing how well she blends in to this sand. You know, from where she's sitting right now, she looks very pale. But if any animal's approaching her from the front or behind, her tawny coat is much darker, and it's actually almost exactly the same color as the sand. I've actually seen it before. Same situation, male lion though, sleeping, and a zebra basically almost stepped on the lion before it realized. And what was the funniest thing was that the lion didn't even realize the zebra was there. It was so fast asleep that it's only when the zebra freaked out and started running away that the lion jumped up and realized what was happening. Missed opportunity. Kaylee, lions can sleep for many hours of the day. In fact, they're well known to sleep for sometimes more than 18 to 20 hours of the day. You know, they have these short, intense moments of hunting like what we just saw, which uses a lot of energy. And so that was maybe 1 hour of effort, and now she'll go and sleep for at least a few hours, maybe just to recuperate from that and to make sure she's fully recovered. Remember, it's not like us. We can just drive to the shops to get some food. This lion needs to be on absolutely top form. Hi there. Yes, we're talking about you. She can obviously hear my voice, even with the water rushing behind her. She knows we're here. Even when they're asleep, these lions could hear things coming. I mean, especially her being a single lioness, she has to be alert all the time. So yes, so in order for her to be a successful hunter, she does need to sleep a lot in order to make sure she's fully rested when she tries again, because she'll really put as much effort as possible into every hunt. She's a very beautiful lioness, though, very pale. I wonder if that helps or hinders her. At this time of year, I'm sure it's a hindrance because everything is so bright and green. That very pale coat maybe stands out just a little bit. Perhaps she's got a bit of those Ingala white lion genes in her. See her ears just perking left and right every now and again, just picking up on little sounds around her. See? Cute. She is absolutely gorgeous, really showing off how sleek and slender she is. But look at those muscles. Now that she lies there, you can see nice smooth muscles on her flanks, on her shoulders and neck. Extremely powerful cat. Now you can see what I was talking about, that color on her back. Justin, I really hope that she does join up with some of those young males that we see moving through here, or even maybe lets the bigger, stronger males, those dark-maned boys that we saw recently, allows them to mate with her and forms her own little pride. She does need the support of the males in the area. She needs to mate with them so that they don't kill any of the offspring she has, and they'll tolerate her more once she's allowed them to mate. It's probably going to be quite stressful for her, though, because she's by herself. She's got no support of a pride with her, so those males could, injure her in the excitement of a new female. So she does need to be quite wary, and that's probably why she hasn't approached the males yet. So not super sure exactly how old this lion is, because no one knows exactly what her origins are. We think she must be somewhere just a bit younger than 3 years old, but we're not 100% sure. What I am sure about is that there are an incredible amount of biting insects. I think all this rain and humidity has just caused an absolute explosion of insect life, and these little flies, which is probably what bothers this lioness, probably what causes her ears to twitch all the time, because they're certainly attacking me. But I'm sure she's survived this long. I'm sure she's going to find a way to raise a pride and make some common ground with those males in the area and carve out a little niche for herself. I mean, maybe she'll even rejoin a larger pride once she feels comfortable enough. Well, while we see if she's going to make any decisions to get up and move, we'll send you over to Lauren with some